Hey. Yo, what up, what up? Chantal Anastasia, and I'm back with another chit chat. So today I want to speak about the demonization of Caribbean spirituality and Latin spirituality and how people portray, our roots as something demonic or witchcraft or something forbidden and taboo. And it's unfortunate because there's so much power and beauty and storytelling and culture found in Caribbean and Latin spirituality. And it's been part of my life for since I've been born. My grandmother was born and raised in Guyana, and she came over here in the early 70s. And I remember I must have been in like the fourth or fifth grade, and she started introducing me small rituals like candle work um, and manifesting and cooking with intentions and the power of herbs and crystals and praying. Like, she opened up my world to so much, and it was my anchor in this world because I felt as though I was believing in something higher than myself, and I wasn't being forced. Whereas, we went to a Baptist church and I just didn't connect. Something about the pastor, and I loved the chorus and people were singing and people were praising, but something around, like, I keep hitting my guy. Something around me just did not feel right. I questioned everything. Like, why did this pastor? Why does he have such a nice car? And we're walking to work. I mean to work. We're walking to church, grandma. Like, I didn't understand that. Everyone had normal like Nissans. And you remember the Nissans from the 90s. But then this guy, he had like the nicest car, and they're passing around the offerings. We're putting all this money, and I'm like, where's this money going? Like, I felt so suspicious of it at such a young age. And to be honest, when I left, I think when my grandmother died, no, my grandma died in 2016, right? Yes. There was about, I don't know, maybe 4 to 7 years, maybe I just stopped going to church. And I tried, actually, 2014. I did it for a little bit and then I left. It just wasn't, I just did not feel connected. And then it wasn't until 2016 I fell back into my spirituality. And it felt good. It felt like me. But I wasn't quite there. And I made a lot of dips and turns. And now I reached a point like, yo, this is about to become official. And for those who do not know, I am, my bloodline is of Yoruba, and that is has very strong West African and um, Cuban Latin roots, and that is the path that I've chosen to take and to join the religion. And it's scary, but in a good way. But it's grounded me so much, and I came out of the spiritual closet about, I want to say, 3 years ago, right? 2016. Ooh, 4 years ago, come September, I came out the closet. And I remember at the time it was hoodoo. I was like, I was learning hoodoo. I thought my grandma was doing hoodoo, and I realized it wasn't. It's Yoruba. It's different. But I came out the closet, and I felt as though I was demonized by so many people. I definitely lost a lot of friendships, but if people leave you if you announce that, those really weren't your friends. But it made a lot of people question my intentions. Like, I'm gonna cover this glass and not leave this around you. Like, people just think you're gonna like poison him or do something bad, and I just made me realize that our culture, our religion is demonized so much, and it's because of the Catholic Church. They demonized it, and it's funny though. Back when there was kings and queens in the Babylonian times, and when there was Egyptian, in the Kemet and the Egyptian times, or in Kemet, Egypt, they saw and they sought after, you know, alchemists and people who were into reading cowrie shells and reading leaves, and people who did astrology. All that was normalized. That was normal. People like that. And it may have been esoteric, but people believed in it. And I think that was the fear, because people didn't believe in changing their destiny or knowing their future. And a lot of people think that's what spirituality is all about. Like, oh, if I'm getting a tarot reading or astrology reading, it's because I want to know my future. No, it's mastering the tools that you have and working it and finessing it in the right way so you have a vehicle through life. So in a sense, spirituality is just taking you back to your natural state. How can you be the best version of yourself naturally? Wait, I actually want to dub that, because that makes a lot of sense. How can you be the most natural? Sorry, no. How can you be the most and the best version of yourself naturally? And I feel like that's what Caribbean and Latin spirituality is. So let's say a client comes to me and they're like, I need a bath because I can't find love. We make them a bath and we tell them, we tell them what to make in the bath, when they're going to use it, what time, what they're going to wear, what music's going to be playing. Like, that's what we do. When there is no hocus pocus, it's all natural. It's using all the elements of air, fire, earth, space, and I think that's it. Air, fire, earth, space. And yeah, I think that's it. You're using all those elements, mastering it for your needs. And of course, there's always going to be good and bad, and there's always going to be good and bad. There's going to be people who use the powers found in Caribbean and Latin spirituality to harm and hurt people, to curse people, and then there's people who do it for good. But at the end of the day, that's in everything. That's found in politicians, police officers, teachers, everything, bloggers, influencers, whatever. So I believe the Catholic Church demonized it because it took power away from the church. If you're sick, you go to a Catholic priest, they're going to say, pray to God and, do your rosaries or whatever, your Hail Marys. I really don't know. They'll do that. Versus a spiritualist, they'll have you do something else, and you may actually get to the root of the problem. And I do believe the church is a business. We're taking business away from them. If we can solve your problem, would you keep going back to the church, or would you come to us? And unfortunately, a lot of people also use the spirituality and they carry it as a badge. Everyone and their mother has to know that they are into tarot and crystals, and they're clairvoyant and they can see the future, and the whole nine, of the very new age, people who really aren't that into it, but they just want to wear it so badly. And you know what? I still respect it because I understand the excitement. However, it's not something to be worn and just like broadcast. It's a way of being. It's life. It's like me walking around and every 5 minutes telling people that I'm black. Yeah. So how's your day going? Oh, I'm great. But did you know that I'm black? Oh my God, Chantel, did you pass that test you're gonna take? Yes, I passed it. Let's go. But wait, did I get to tell you that I'm black? Like, no, it doesn't work that way. You can't do that. And that's why, a true healer or medium or someone who's in Santeria or someone who's Ifa, they don't tell you. You don't know. You just get this vibe, like, what are they doing? What are they about? What's that? What is she wearing? What's that? What is she saying? What'd she do? What she just post? Those are the ones. We don't just walk around. Honestly, I don't tell people. And I almost love it because it's like my personal part. I just walk around. People may treat me like shit. I'm like, that's okay. Say something. That's okay. Because I know I'm connected to obatala, my orisha. I am protected. I'm guarded. And I feel powerful. So you know what? I don't need to prove that I've been using crystals since a kid and I can make candles. I don't need to prove it. Even if someone's like, no, this is the way you do it, I'm like, okay, thank you. Ashe. Whatever. So, Catholic Church demonizes Caribbean and Latin spirituality. So now they're saying that our religious beliefs are a criminal offense. So what happens is this gets ingrained to, let's say, your great 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 grandparents, who then tell their grandchildren, yeah, don't learn, stay away from this. People who do this, it's evil, it's not good. The Catholic Church, even they said it is criminal behavior. So then those kids grow up, right? So then they teach their grandkids, which is now your parents. And then your parents teach you. So do you get how it's just passed down? It is nothing about it is demonic at all. To be honest, I don't like the devil. Him and I, we don't see here and there. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but what helps is one thing I love and I take a lot of pride in doing is being that duality, like people seeing that dark and light. Like I have tons of tattoos. I listen to rap. I twerk. I do, quote unquote, normal behavior of a regular person. However, when I'm home, I am in prayer. I am devoted. My spirituality is a part of me. It's going to be part of my kids, my kids' kids. It is part of my lineage. It's something that I will never give up. Not for a man, not for a job, not for a home, nothing. My spirituality, my religion comes first. And I completely had a brain fart. But yes, that's okay. That's how it's passed down. The demonization of our religion. So what helps is when people, as such, like me, and it's coming out a lot, who look like normal people, but they're so spiritual. It helps people realize, oh, okay, well, she's not walking around with a crucifix upside down in her head, and she's not wearing a vial full of blood, like, and all that stuff you'll see on TV. Like, no, I'm not like that at all. That is not, that's what you see on TV. It's not really what happens. And it helps drop the veil and that fear. And that's why a lot of my goal is to post as much as I can and spread this knowledge so people can see it's not what people are making it seem and putting fear into it. And it's normal. People fear what they don't understand. However, the biggest form of ignorance is disregarding something or rejecting something you know nothing about. So I think for a lot of people, before you cast a stone on a practice or religion or a belief or a moral, anything, understand it first. Do your research first. And I'm not talking about Wikipedia on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. Actually do research or find a mentor or go on YouTube. Educate. Dive in. Because 7 years ago, if you told me to get a tarot reading, I'm like, no. Like, I don't believe in that. Okay. Now look at me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks. And I've been reading my own cards almost 4 years. I can't read for other people. I'm not a reader of other people, of cards. I can read other stuff. But cards, nope. And you have to be honest. And that's another thing. I think that spiritualists, it's imperative that they be honest when they do not have a gift or their gift is not functioning correctly with a client. I forgot who it was, but someone asked me, like, can you read me? And I was like, to be honest, can I? Yes. Do I want to? No. Because I know that when I read people, I pull my own cards. And even if I'm asking a question that pertains to other people as well, and less of me, but other people or someone else, I pull my own cards. My cards are connected to my life, and that's it. And that's that. So, I'm going to wrap this bad boy up and close it off with Santeria, Ifa, Shango, a lot of the Caribbean and Latin religions. We are not evil. We are not doing anything demonic. Nothing about our work is dark. Of course, there's going to be good and bad people, but That's in walks of life. Everything's about balance, light and dark. And I think that before anyone casts any stones, really understand what it is that you're judging, because there's three sides to everything. It's what you see, it's what the other people are living, and then it's everything looked at from a high perspective. So, wrapping this bad boy up. It's longer than I wanted, but it's okay. So, please make sure you subscribe to my channel so you do not miss my uploads. And I am also open to discussing topics. So don't hesitate to drop a comment below and tell me what it is that you guys would like to learn. So, deuce deuce. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Charm, darling. Let's do lunch.